We are back for a feature race to be thrilling, we are hoping. And boy oh boy, this is going to be a long one. We will have 42 laps in front of us here in the Circuit de Monaco. It's going to be a thriller. But just which of the 22 drivers on this grid will have the skill and the triumph to come out on top at the end of this feature race? Anyway, we're about to find out. The drivers are ready and raring to go. Strap yourselves in. Who's going to win it? Let's find out. Here we go then, 42 laps ahead of us for the feature race in Monaco. And it's lights out, and there we go. A great getaway for Victor Martins, who hangs on to the lead, heading into turn one. Sanderot. Jake Dennis is right behind him as they now head uphill towards Beaurivage. It's an excellent start for Victor Martins and Jake Dennis, who are nose to tail as we head through Casino Square. Yeah, Martins is looking good. Dennis, though, is right on his tail. But what will Dennis do as we head down towards Mirabeau? Let's find out as we have to stand. The inside goes Jake Dennis, and they make contact into Mirabeau. And Jake Dennis has gone off the road. And that is disaster for both Martins and Dennis. They make contact going into Mirabeau. And they are both down to the back of the field. It's Porcher in the lead now, with Dennis and Martins down at the back of the contact at Mirabeau. Boop, he just turned into me, mate. What is he doing? Boop, that was dangerous. That should be a penalty. So, we're already on lap 2, and Jake Dennis can see Victor Martins just ahead of him, and he's going to be behind him now. Is Victor Martins as Jake Dennis goes to the inside. They go side by side through and out of the Lowe's hairpin. They're still side by side. These two are giving it everything today. As round the outside, Jake Dennis goes with Victor Martins. Is Martins still there? Dennis he is. Trying to the inside. Almost around to the top. But Jake Dennis has got the speed. He's ahead of Victor Martins, but it's only P21 at the moment for the man who raced here in Formula E, who won here yesterday. Here goes Jake Dennis on Oliver Behrman, Brit against Brit, champion against champion, and it's the champion from Formula E who gets himself up into that 14th place spot, and he gets ahead of his fellow Brit, and the reigning champion has dropped backwards as Dennis moves up into 14th, Behrman down to 15th. Hauger has got Dennis right on his tail. Hauger's going to go to the inside line, but I don't think he can carry it off. Dennis giving it absolutely no risk, sends it to the inside of Hauger. Hauger nearly hits the wall, but Dennis makes a brave overtake, and he's up into 12th, a few places away from the points. Who says you can't overtake around Monaco? Mate, Dennis is giving it an amazing recovery. Is he going to go for it on Jehan Darubala into Raskas? There he goes. Jake Dennis and Jehan Darubala side by side, and he's ahead. Jake Dennis is through on Jehan Darubala, and he's up into the points. Unless Darubala can fight back at him, going into Sanderot, down the inside. Can Darubala get back ahead of Dennis? No, he can't. And Jake Dennis hangs on to that 10th place ahead of Darubala. Lovely recovery so far for Jake Dennis, back up into the points on lap 17. Right then, what's going to happen here as Juan Manuel Correa spins? He's spun at the exit of the chicane. He's held up a lot of cars, and we have got a red flag. And this could change everything now, because with Dennis back up to 9th, he's looking to come back strong. So we are ready to go for start number 2, and the lights out, and away we go again. Jake Dennis with an amazing start out of nowhere, takes the lead into Sanderot, and Henry Cordial goes round the outside of Teo Porcher, and he gets ahead into the Victor Virtuosi 1-2. Coming up now into Casino Square, Dylan from Cordial, Porcher, Fittipaldi, Dennis, Festi, Wassa Leclerc, Darubala and Hauger to play in the top 10, but what a start for Invicta Virtuosi. 1-2. On board then with Jake Dennis, and he's going to go for it into the swimming pool. Oh, what a move from Jake Dennis. How did he not touch the wall, and how did he not make contact? What a brave overtake for Jake Dennis. One of the overtakes of the season that was. This guy is really going for this championship ahead of his rival and up into the podium places. What a driver. Is Dennis going to go for another Raskas dive? He is, you know. Diving Dennis gets ahead of Cordial, and he's up into second place now. And now has he got the pace to chase after Doohan for the win. He's doing phenomenal, running in second place after a fantastic recovery. Oh, he's gone wide though, and he's coming out of the corner, and he's heading up cars, and that is going to be another red flag. So once again, Doohan is going to be under pressure at the restart, and this is going to be crucial again. Whew. Lost it, sorry. Third time. We're racing in the streets of Monte Carlo, and it's a great start for Amory Cordial. The two and Victor Virtuosi are side by side. Cordial dances around the outside. What a move from Amory Cordial! He takes the lead from Jack Doohan, and it's over the pound. He's up to third ahead of Teo Porcher. Vesti, a Watson, Deruva, and Leclerc. Miney and Hauger completing the points at the moment. Dennis has dropped to 17th. Because he had to give up positions, which he did, so he's got a job to do to get himself back in the points. But Cordial leads from Doohan, Fittipaldi, Porcher, Vesti, Owassa, Deruva, Leclerc, Miney and Hauger. What a restart. Again, Dennis is right close to Hauger, and again he goes for a dive. And once again we're calling him Diving Dennis as he gets past Dennis Hauger, and he's up into 10th. Jake Dennis gets past Dennis Hauger. That was lovely. Dennis switcheroo, first name and last name. But it's Jake Dennis ahead of Dennis Hauger and up into 10th place to take the final points away from the Norwegian. You're looking at Arthur Leclerc, the home hero, who's looking to see if he can keep himself in the points as there's a dive. That's Jake Dennis and Chris Miney holding up cars as well. And that is going to be a third red flag and Dennis out of the race. And that is disaster for the championship leader. Boop! Mate, I tried it. Oh, sorry. Boop! Is this guy blind? He just hit me while he dived. So here's a replay then. Dennis right behind Miney, coming out of Mirabeau into the hairpin, and nothing they can do. That is disaster. And now here's Miney's perspective. Wait for it, wait for it. There he is to the inside. Dennis and Miney contact into the wall and out of the race. And the race has not, has a classification. The race has not been resumed. It will not be resumed. And it means that Amory Cordial will win for the second time this season. The Belgian driver wins. And he has done it in style. And he fakes it in Victor Virtuosi 1-2. Let's hear from him now. Well done, Amory. You've won the race, mate. The race won't be restarted, so you've won it. Well done. Woo! Thanks, guys. What a great race. Monaco, baby. Woo! So then, your classification is right here. Amory Cordial, your Victor then, ahead of his teammate Jack Doohan, and a Victor Virtuosi 1-2, which is really big points for them in the team's championship. Enzo Fittipaldi gives Roland Carlin a team boost as he finishes third to take the final place on the podium. Teo Porcher now joints for the lead of the championship as he finishes fourth. Vesti finishes fifth ahead of Owassa sixth. Leclerc points on his home race in seventh. Deruva with the penalty finishes in eighth. Hauger and Miney complete the points at the end of the 42 laps we have had here in Monaco. Well, sorry, 33 laps here in Monaco. And as you can see, Jake Dennis and Teo Porcher are now level on points going into the next round in Spain, and we are hoping that these two will continue fighting until we get to the very end. But watch out for Amory Cordial and Enzo Fittipaldi. They're still within range of the championship lead as well. This is looking to be a tight battle. And in the team championship, 16 points between Roland Carlin and ART, but after Victor Virtuosi's 1-2 finish, they are looking to get themselves in the game to fight those two teams for the team's championship. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed a thrilling weekend of racing here in Monte Carlo. We've had some fantastic entertainment. Let's hope for more in the next round. Hope you can join us in Barcelona next time out when Virtual Formula 2 returns.